Nobody but you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you are watching this, know that I appreciate you. It is I, Jay, and I'd like to welcome you to another day in the daily life of Jay. Today is Wednesday, January 10th, 2021, and it is 8:15 in the a.m. and I have had a busy morning already, but I'm headed to work. USA. I have had to take the husband to Wally World. I have had to take the husband to McDonald's. And then take the husband back home. So I've had a busy morning already. And I was just singing one of my favorite songs by the cook, Franklin, Pastor Cook. So yeah. How's your morning so far? Even though it's probably just starting. How was your evening? Did you sleep well? I did, for the most part. Slept very well. I'm so full. That's why I have this Mountain Dew so that I can belch. So you might hear it. Fortunately for you. But we had tacos and tortas last night. Tacos and tortas. At the food truck. Taco truck. We decided we wanted some more. We didn't get enough the night before. So yeah, we had tacos and tortas. And I could not eat all of my tacos. I only had two. I ate one. And I could not eat all of my torta, which we actually only bought one torta and split it. I couldn't eat all of it. So I have one taco and half of a torta left. So that's what I'll be having for lunch. That is what I'll be having for lunch. There's a new video up. I was able to get it scheduled for this morning, thank goodness. We did a lot of running around last night. The bank, the store for the husband, gas. We went to a new Shell that recently opened. It's actually very nice and big on the inside. So we went there. Filled up the tank. It's been so long since I've had a solid full tank. A solid full tank of gas. But gas prices have gone up, so I usually get like close to it. Was what I typically spend. I typically don't put more than 25 bucks in this tank at a time, and it's usually 20, but the gas has gone up and it requires more. So right now gas is about $2.19 a gallon. So yeah, I try to wait until T-Mobile Tuesday so I can get that extra 10 cents, and that will give me a total savings of 15 cents per week per gallon. That's typically what I wait for. I usually get it on Fridays, but this time I needed gas, so I did it yesterday. And I saved my 15 cents. And this is not sponsored, but if you have T-Mobile and you like Shell gas stations, you need to get on T-Mobile Tuesdays, because every week, well, first of all, Shell has this program called Fuel Rewards. I was already signed up with that, so I was saving. I got to 5 cents a gallon. But then T-Mobile, as their T-Mobile Tuesdays, their giveaways that they do every week, they always give away 10 cents a gallon off. So since I'm already saving 5, I add the 10 cents to it. I'm saving 15 cents per gallon every week if I get my gas at Shell and use my fuel rewards. So again, not sponsored, but if you've got the two, you may as well combine them and save yourself money per gallon. It adds up. Again, gas is $2.19 here. I paid $2.04 for gas, which I'm surprised it is at $2.19 already. That usually doesn't happen until spring, right before summer hits, because the summer travelers. But hey, it's at $2.19. I'm not paying $2.19 per gallon. I'm just not going to if I don't have to. So I go to Shell. So I filled up the tank. We went to get our food, our dinner. Ate dinner, watched a little TV. I got online to do some stuff for the husband, to also get the video scheduled for today. I made a thumbnail. I don't typically make thumbnails, but because they take a little time, so I made the thumbnail, and the video is entitled Mapping Out My Vision Boards, where I've mentioned the vision. I talk about the vision boards in the video. So I actually put a picture of the vision boards in the thumbnail. I just took a quick picture of my traditional vision board with the journal vision board sitting on top of it, and then I already had the digital one set up, so I just planted that on top of it as well. So mapping out my vision boards. I don't go into great detail in the video, but I give enough information about the boards for you to kind of get an idea. And if you'd like for me to go through the entire process, I can make a video with going through the entire process. As I mentioned in that video, I used all 3. I actually used all 4. I don't think I mentioned all 4, but I think I mentioned at least 3 of the 4 that I use when it comes to vision boards. Then I also did a webinar on entitled "You've Made the Vision Board," or "You Have the Vision Board, Now What?" I did a webinar on that, so if you're interested in that, I can host another one. There is a fee for that. So if you're interested, just let me know. We can go through that. It's basically like a coaching session, but I put it into webinar form so that it wasn't as detailed as it could be. But if you're interested, let me know. So I talk about that. I posted that video yesterday. What else did I do last night? I feel like I did something else, but I can't remember right now what it was. I was supposed to do something else last night, and I ended up not doing it because I was so tired. But I gotta do it tonight. I tried to do it on my phone the night before. What's today? Wednesday. So I tried to do it Monday night on my phone, and I was unsuccessful. So I was supposed to do it last night on the computer, but I ended up trying to look for a telephone number. That's what it was, a telephone number for the husband that he needed. And then I got into getting the video uploaded and the thumbnail made. And it just, by the time I finished all of that, I was just too tired to do anything else. But I'm trying to get funding for my business. They've got all these grants and things out there, and I'm trying to make it happen. The other thing that I want to touch on, I can't remember. There was something else that I wanted to touch on, but I can't remember what it is right now. So as I'm talking, I'm sure it'll come back. But I got more books in. yesterday, my books, Book of Testimonies, Faith at Work. And what does that mean? When I get more books in, that means that more people are ordering them directly from me. So I had to order and up my stock, up my inventory. So I had some that came in yesterday. I've got some more coming in today. They didn't ship the whole order for whatever reason together. So I've got some more coming in today. I had someone purchase 4 yesterday, and they're going to give the books away to people. I've already had somebody that has purchased several, and she's been giving them away as gifts. Let me see if I can show you the cover really quickly. So you can go on Amazon. This is the book of Testimonies, Faith at Work. This book is actually at this point 16, 17, 18, 19, 4 years old. It is 4 years old, and it is available on Amazon in both the paperback and Kindle version. So you can order either way. And if you do, then you can just go on there and also leave a review once you finish reading it. It is a quick yet powerful read. It is a collective of basically surviving tragedies by faith. In a short description of it, that's what that is. It is a collection of testimonies of surviving tragedy by faith. So that's available, like I said, on Amazon.com. Go there, buy the book. Once you read it, come back and offer up a review. The more reviews I get, just like on here, the more reviews that I get, the better placed I am, the better positioned I am to be seen. And then that means the more people are buying the book. Like, I've got several people that purchased the book and didn't go back and do reviews. So I need to reach out to those people and say, hey, if you've ever bought this book, go back to Amazon and post a review, please. But then, of course, also still Life Took a Turn is available, but that's available on my website, JuaitanRobinson.com. And the sale price is gone. And it stayed on sale for a very long time. It was not supposed to. I just didn't go back and take it off of sale. It should have had an expiration date on it. I did not put an expiration date on it. So it didn't go off sale until Sunday night. I took it off sale Sunday night. So it's back at the regular price of $25 plus shipping. Shipping is like $8.50. And hey, that's just how much it's costing to ship things nowadays. It's $8.50. Actually, I had one of the writers tell me that it cost him $8 to ship to one place and $9 to ship to another place. He was like, you know what? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. So, yeah, he did. Shipping is expensive. And even though we could absolutely ship media, we could ship it like media. We don't, because even though it costs less, it takes longer, and that's not what we want. We want the people to get the books in their hands as soon as possible. So if we ship it first class, it could get to you anywhere from 5 to 7 days. For now, 5 to 7 days. It used to be 4 to 6, or 3 to 5. Actually, it used to be 3 to 5. But with the way the Postal Service is behaving now, it's taking a lot longer. It's taking anywhere from 7 to 10 days for people to get their books from us, just because of how, again, the Postal Service is behaving right now. Speaking of, I need to call my banker because I still don't have my bank cards, and I can't just blame it on the Postal Service. There's something else going on. It's got to be something else going on. So yeah, so $8.50, so it's $25 for the book and then $8.50 for the shipping. go to my website, JuaitanRobinson.com, and you can order any of the books, quite honestly. You can get them directly from me. But Life Took a Turn is there, as well as Book of Testimonies, Faith at Work, and then as well as the 9 Essential Fruits. Yes, there is an S on fruit. That is the way I did it. And we are talking about the fruit of the Spirit, as mentioned in Galatians 5. So you can get that book there as well. You can get the journal there, but I think I'm going to actually take the journal off the website, because I have decided that I need to do some stuff to it. So I've got copies available. I do have copies available if you want the journal. But it's not going to be on the website much longer. And yes, this is a whole commercial for my stuff. I'm sponsoring me. How about that? It's a whole commercial for my stuff. So the journal is there. I do have a few copies on hand. So if you want it, I can ship it out to you. I don't remember the prices, in all honesty, on any of the books right now, because I've just changed the pricing on everything. The only one that I do remember is Life Took a Turn, because I took it from sales price to full price, back to full price. Sales price was $15, full price is $25. If you missed out on the $15 sale, I'm sorry, not so sorry. It was up there. It went up as a sale item. Was it Black Friday? Yep, Black Friday. And I just took it down Sunday. So you had it for the end of November, all of December, all of January, and at this point, basically, half of February. So if you missed it, sorry, not so sorry. It's back to full price. It's a great read. It really is. Almost 300 pages of short story poetry. 97% of the book is true to life. And we are talking about everything from love to coming into oneself to losing loved ones. And just it's a bunch of stories that let you know, one, that you're not alone, but two, that there are people out there that encounter certain things, and this is what they experienced, and this is what it meant to them, and what it meant to them may be something totally different from what it meant to you. We also have a couple of chapters in there that are nonfiction. One is entitled Inside the Ark, and that is talking about if you were an animal, what would you be and why. Great pieces in there. And then we also have The Chair, which is in all honesty, my favorite chapter. And we're talking about being invited to a party, basically, and entering the room, hearing all of the revelry of a party. And then when you get to the place where the party is, you open the door and there's nothing there but a chair sitting in a dark room. Now what? And although that was supposed to be a fictional chapter, there are two pieces in there that are more true to life than fiction. And those two authors, we were able to, because every Thursday we sit down as a group and go through the chapters in the book for the general public, and we try to get as many of the contributors on the live that we do. Usually we have two in particular that are there. The other two, for whatever reason, they don't show up. But we also have an audience that is either familiar with pop writers as a group, or and they've written for pop writers, or they're familiar with pop writers and they want to write for pop writers, or they didn't know anything about it but they want to write. They want to do something creative, and someone told them about pop writers, so they're coming to check us out. And this is what we do every Thursday. Right now we're talking about Life Took a Turn because it is the latest publication. We've got 3 more chapters to talk about, so every week is a chapter. And then once these 3 chapters are, once this book is finished, we go to the book, another book, which has already been chosen. She announced it last week what book it is going to talk about. I don't have that particular book, so I need to order it from her so that I can have it when it's time for us to start talking about it. But yeah, we have a good time every Thursday. We're on Zoom. We're on Zoom from 7:30 to 8:30 every Thursday. We used to do it on Facebook in one of the rooms. However, we figured out that doesn't work for us because we want to be able to record. And you can't record when you're in the rooms. At least when we were trying to, we couldn't find a way to do it. And then we don't want to go live because when you go live, you can't have as many people able to participate as you would like. So we want everybody to have a voice when we're on, and you can't do that on live. You can do it in the room, but then you can't record in the room. So we just decided to go to Zoom. We still announce it on Facebook. We still announce it on social media. But we don't do it on Facebook. It's just, now she may actually go on at the beginning, and she may, well, on Zoom, she may go on to Facebook to announce that that's where we are. We're in Zoom. And if you want the link, we'll send it to you. The link is not public. We have to send you the link. And it's not public for a reason. We only want people that are really, truly interested in what it is that we do, and may possibly want to participate. And because there are so many people out there that have ill intentions, we have decided to make this really kind of like an invite-only situation. But if you're interested, then you reach out to us and say, look, I am interested in what you guys are doing. Can you send me the link? And we send you the link. And if we find that once you get on, you are really not who you say you are, then we kick you out of the room and we block you from coming back in. And it's sad that it has to be that way, but because there are so many people that are ill-intentioned, we have to do it this way to protect ourselves and to protect the people that participate every week. So yeah, that's tomorrow. I remembered finally what it was I was going to mention. So for those who have never heard me talk about this, or you may be new to my channel, I am also a life coach. So I'm a full-time employee for another agency, for a company. And I actually just got my temporary license. So I will be doing a little bit more with that company. It is in insurance. But then I also am a life coach and a writing coach. And I have been a life coach for, oh gosh, several years. I have been a mentor for several years to various people. And so in the last couple of years, I have actually been really focused on building my coaching business. The last few years especially, I've been trying to build my business since probably 2014, maybe 15 really, 16. So 14 is when I decided to turn it into a business. 15, I kind of dabbled in it a little bit as a business, but then in 16, I really said, no, this is a business. I want to make this what I do for a living. But I still wasn't charging the way that I needed to charge. I had a sliding scale. God spoke to me and said, no more sliding scale unless I ordain it, unless I mandate it. You are going to be charging full price rates. So in 2019, this is when he said that to me. So in 2020, I was charging full price rates, but then of course the pandemic hit, and this only has very little to do with what I was actually advocate, and although my services are services that people really needed, they couldn't afford it because they had lost their jobs due to the pandemic. So, and even then, God says, no, you are going to charge. You're not going to do it for free. And I went slightly rogue for one person, and I can't do that anymore. Again, unless it is God mandated, He has to say it's okay for me to do it for free, or to use a sliding scale. If I do not hear from God, and yes, I am a God girl, I am all about the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. But unless I hear from God that I can slide the scale, or that I can do it for free, I have to charge full prices. So one of the things that I have wanted to do is not only have my own coaching business, but also have a consulting business where I coach for a company, a corporation, and coach their employees. And an opportunity was presented to me yesterday out of the blue. I had not ever heard of this company. I had not been checking for this company. I had not been checking for any company, because even though it's something that I want to do, I have put it on the back burner. Well, this company reached out to me. And I'm sure they reached out to others, but they reached out to me. And I said, well, hey, send me the information about the opportunity. And it is very close to everything that I want as far as the description is concerned. But there are questions that I have about the details of the position. So I'm going to reach out to them today. We got a whole green light. Can we make it? A whole green light. So I'm going to reach out to them today to see if they can give me better information about the position. But yeah, so I was kind of excited to see that, because again, I had not been checking for this company and had never heard of this company, and doing coaching for a corporation is something that I had actually put on the back burner. It was important, but it wasn't on a focus right now. So to have it be presented to me, I'm like, wow, let me make sure this is a legit company. It's a legit company. It's not one of those like random companies. And the person that reached out to me is a legit person. She's a legit employee. And she sent me everything that I needed to know as far as the job description is concerned. But again, like I said, there's some questions that I have for her about, you know, the details, the nuances of this position. So I'm going to reach out to her again today and see what she can offer insight-wise on the position. So yeah, I'm excited about that. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with that. I don't know if it's something that I am willing to give this up for, especially since I just got my license, my temporary license to sell, and I will be studying for the permanent license. And even if I don't stay with them, I'm not going to not try to get the permanent license, because I could do insurance sales with anyone. When you get your insurance license, you can sell for anybody. And if you want, and I think I mentioned this either yesterday or the day before, if you want, you can find out what it takes to be a broker, an insurance broker, and use your license for that. And you could build relationships with different insurance companies and bring business to them. So yeah, I'm excited about the potential that brings. And what else? So yeah, that's it. That was yesterday. That was yesterday, but that's also me talking about my books. And yeah, I'm excited about the things that are happening. yeah, I'm excited about what the future looks like, because depending upon what they tell me for this coaching opportunity, I might be able to work both and be able to do some things that I wanted to do financially and philanthropically. So I'm excited about that potential. The young lady that purchased the 4 books that she's going to give away, I have an opportunity to, one, mentor her, but then 2, the people that she's giving the book away to, I have an opportunity to mentor them, and we could get together once a month and talk about my writing program, and use that as a form of therapy for them. So I'm excited about all the things that God is working out in this moment. I have been praying about the coaching opportunity just to see if it's really what they say it is, just to see if that's really what it is. So we'll see. We shall see. We shall see. I'm a little shocked that there's no one here yet, but it is just 9:15. I'm a little bit early intentionally, but now I think I'm going to go over here to Ross to see if I can find a cup, a beverage cup that has because I want to use it for water. It has the drinking spout, but it also has the cover for the spout. Something that's not as big as my gallon container. Because trying to drink that gallon of water is very daunting, and I have discovered that I need to break it up into multiple, at least 16 to 24 ounce sessions of drinking water. So in order for me to get a full gallon in, that gallon is very daunting. But anyway, so I have rambled long enough. I need to get off of here, go into Ross, see if I can find what I'm looking for, and then get myself into the office, because I wanted to get in early today so that I can get some things done personally before I moved into the business. But yeah, so peace and blessings. Remember to walk in your purpose and know that I appreciate you.